dog called Hasina. This was a few years ago. She sadly passed away, but I used to take her for a walk in the area every evening. And as I stopped to talk to people along the walk, whether it was watchmen from buildings or people who worked in various places or neighbors, Hasina would patiently sit down and wait until the conversation was over. And I realized that today, as more and more of the old buildings are coming down and high rise buildings are coming up, that sense of community, of knowing your neighbor, of living amongst people is being lost. And Nani's walk to the park really arose from that feeling that the more we know the people around us, the more we break down barriers between each other. And so really that was the inspiration behind Nani's walk to the park. So the people in Nani's walk to the park are a reflection of the people around me. They're the people that I see every day. They are the community that I live amongst. So whoever is seen in the community around me are those that are displayed in the picture. I think it is important that it's when you observe the people around you and you honestly depict all the people that you see, that you're reflecting a true slice of the world around you. And that's all it is really. It is if it turns out to be a diversity, it's because we live in a diversity. We don't live in a homogeneous society. We don't live amongst only a certain kind or a certain type of people. There are all sorts of people around us, and therefore it may not even have been consciously done, but these are the people whom I live amongst, and that's why it comes out as a diversity. So, for instance, in the lane of friendship, when Nani goes to visit her friend, there's also at the entrance of a lane a taxi that's come in, and there's a little girl who appears to have come home from the hospital. And some of the people from the building have come out to greet her. There's also a bakery where groups of people are meeting, and there's a dog and a cat, I think, that are greeting each other. So there are various stories of friendship that are being played out there, and various aspects of friendship. Not only the friendship of Nani and her childhood friend, but also friendship that weathers through difficult times, friendship between different animals, friendship between different people. And there are similar stories being played out in all the various the frames as well. In the lane of dreams, where the books are being sold, there's a statue of Ambedkar holding the Constitution. And what bigger dream could there be than a country where everybody is equal, where everybody is treated equally, where everybody is recognized as, nobody is superior or inferior to each other. So these are the various stories that are there. They're there for those who want to look for them or want to notice them. And for those who want to just read through the story and follow Nani and her grandson Venki, that story is also there. I think my idea is that when you read a book or when children see a picture book, the pictures in themselves extend the story. They carry the story forward. In a sense, it's the pictures that tell the story, and the text is there only to convey the information that the pictures cannot. The images, in fact, contain not just one story, but many stories. So there is the story of Nani, but along with that, there are multiple other stories of the other people who dwell in the pictures, of the other relationships that are seen there, of the other incidents that are happening there. And I think the children or even grown-ups to go back again and again to the pictures and discover something new each time, to tell other stories on the basis of the pictures that they see, and to realize that that pictures are capable of going so far beyond the text that they create different worlds. And that's why a lot of my pictures have so many details in them. Um, in the end, of course, when Nani and Venki go back home, there is a poster that reveals the entire neighborhood and shows Nani's walk through all the lanes that she and her grandson have visited. And this is the picture that shows in detail Nani's and Venki's walk to the park. After a particular storytelling session, one of the nicest reactions that I got from a group of young girls was that they were going to rename all the lanes on their walk from school to home. And I think that is the nicest way to honor your own neighborhood. So I hope you go for a walk around your neighborhood and greet all the people that you see and enjoy your walk with Nani too.